What up, tubers? Welcome back to another draft here on Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. Some more Aetherdrift draft in prep for the upcoming Arena Open. We've opened a pretty decent pack. Two different rares. Draconautics Engineer, very, very good 2-drop. District Mascot, solid enough 1-drop. Remember, with this one, you only need to attack with it once, and then in combat, you know, if your opponent has like a 3/3 or whatever, you can just kill one of their artifacts at the cost of the dog. So wouldn't ever truly call it fully dead, although I guess if you're on defense, maybe it's bad. And then we have Thundering Broodwagon, just one of the best uncommons in the format. Like, card's got it all. It's probably like just as good as Ketcherdon, if not better. Man, I want to first pick the Broodwagon, but I'm going to take the Engineer. I would rather be taking the green-black card, but that's kind of funny. Another District Mascot there. Lately, I've been trying to avoid green, and, well, I've just been getting punished because green's been available, and it's the best thing to be doing, but Cloudspire Coordinator is a decent 2-drop for red-white. It's just that red-white is so weird in this format. Like, if your opponent resolves that Ketcherdon we were talking about versus you, it's just like, really? Is that the end of it? I suppose I could take the District Mascot here if I wanted to. Okay, I'll take the District Mascot here over the Coordinator just because white is so weak. Now, if it is available, I will move back in. Like, getting a Sundial here, kind of unfortunate, though we do have Paragon and Gilded Goda as solid red cards to take. Although, had I taken the Coordinator in the last pack, maybe I take Sundial here. Okay, Paragon's good. Into a Redshift Rocketeer Chief. This card is not a good rare. However, it is a 2-mana 2/3 Vigilance with, actually, a lot of utility with all the cards we already have. Sure. Like, just go with red-green low curve. Totally a reasonable deck strategy. The Mascot is a mount for Spire Mech Cycle. I think this card is fine. 5/4 haste vehicle that can actually turn into 6/5 plus, depending on. We'll take that over any of the other cards. Good old Ketramos, but there's a Fang Guardian here. Some good white cards had we gone down the Coordinator route, but this is actually pretty good red-green start. Wild Roads is a decent pickup. I'm just debating if I want to take Push the Limit on the off chance we get enough mounts and vehicles to make that worthwhile. So this is more of a speculative pick. It might not work out, and that's fine. But if it does work out, that's fantastic. Wow, double Cloudspire Captain for the white deck. Legitimately, though, I like Bestow Greatness and Pedal the Metal in the red-green decks. Canyon Vaulter 2, okay. Alright, I mean, potentially lost out on a good Boros deck. I think one of the Cloudspire Captains might have been available for me to pick if I wanted to pivot then. We'll see how punishing that is in the next pack. One of the issues I have with the... Oh, okay. Well, maybe we can still get there. I was going to say, one of the issues I do have with red-green, if I ended up going that route, is that all of the red is usually pretty aggressive, whereas the green actually isn't that aggro. So what you tend to end up getting is a bunch of like cheap red threats, but then you have a weird curve where you have a bunch of good green top end cards, at least in my experience anyway. I mean, yeah, white is here. Okay. It could be that we run push the limit after all, depending on. We already have, what, 2 mounts, 2 vehicles? Red-white push the limit? Ugh, missing out on the 2 Cloudspire captains, or whatever they're called, is pretty sickening, though. Whoa! Well, okay, I lied. We only missed out on one of them. That's absurd. Afterburner Expert's really good. God, it's like, take the better green cards or take the more open lane, you know? Like, you look at this Sloth and it's like, this is such a weird card in these decks. Because really, how many 5-drops do you want to be playing? And it's a 4 to saddle it. I've had good experiences with Velocitar, even though at the end of the day it is a 4-mana 3/3. God, white is so open. I feel like I should be taking the Expert, though. The Sloth is just whatever. The Expert is so good if we do end up in green, you know? Beast Rider's solid. I mean, like I said, I could be 3-color. But if I go red-white, the Glider's actually decent. I don't really care for the Auxiliary. This is a crash and burn here. We need some more removals. A second Ketramos, hilarious. Let's take the collision course now. Passing a couple of Molt Tenders, but these are both fantastic. I like the Spike Spitter here a little bit more. Rambler's also good. Yeah, I mean, we missed out on a couple things in pack 1, but Boros is open. I've done a lot of spewing lately. We were rank 50 or like even 30 something about a day ago, and then I did a lot of losing, and now we are nearly rank 1000. So that just tells you how swingy the ranks can be. If you go on a little bit of a weak run. Another captain is so sick. Oh, well, speaking of, on stream earlier today, I guess when this gets uploaded, it might be the day or two after, I did force a repurposing Bay deck, pick 1, pack 1. And you want to know what happened? We had a Sab Sunin, or whatever that frog god is called, in the deck. Every time we cast Sab, we won the game. Every time we did not cast Sab, we lost. Maybe to no surprise. Man, we ended up getting double captain anyways. So what's our mount? 2 mounts, 2 vehicles. So we could take another Goda here, or I could take the Pride. I guess we'll take the Pride this time. And 8th pick Beast Rider. Versus Flyer. I don't think I'm splashing green. But I guess that's maybe highest upside. As the Lagoran also comes back around. Without fixing, that's just not something I want to do, though. Let's take a Rocket here for some more ways to push our cheap stuff through. The other Beast Rider also came back around, but at this point I will take the Auxiliary. It is a mount at the end of the day. Disciples Dees. Yeah, on the surface, this looks like a good red-white deck to me. I'm scared, but... Ooh. Glider number 2 or Rambler number 1? I think we want the Glider number 2. Keep our curve low, and there is a Bulwark Ox. That's decent. Canyon Vaulter wheeled last time, so... This is another mount as well. Okay. I need removal. I need ways to push through the big green things. Right now we have Collision Course, Crash and Burn. I have no combat tricks. 5 mounts, 3 vehicles. We're getting up towards the push the limit number. A 3rd glider, huh? Or do we just want to take Rocky Road at this point? Glider's probably going to wheel, so I guess we'll take the road. Okay, there's a pedal to the metal. Good, 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 good. Helps attack through the large green creatures. We have a decent creature count right now. And sometimes you can just use this as like a fireball, you know? Roadside assistance. I think I need to take another collision course here. Haven't seen any sky cycles, kind of sucks. And I imagine if any sky cycles are opened, we would see them. Oh, what are the easiest cuts right now? I guess I don't need any cuts, but... I think Light Shield Parry might be what we want. Over another vehicle, maybe? 5 mounts, 3 vehicles right now. Yeah, that's probably fine. Another combat trick seems fine. Ay, 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 ay. No fixing for that, except for, I guess, the treasure off of Gilded. I don't think we've seen much fixing during this draft either, but if I can get like 1 or 2 more pieces of fixing, I will run this. There was a Rugged Highlands, if I remember right, but I don't know if that's going to wheel. Yeah, Sam, it's a good way to make your teeny Boros creatures pretty relevant. A 3rd Cloudspire Captain. Absurd. Is that better than another Crash and Burn? I think this is close. I think the Captain might be just like a little bit better. Oh, that's good. Outpace Oblivion as well. Yeah, it looks like Samet's not going to be a play. We can just have a really solid red-white deck that inevitably goes 2 and 3. Oh, there's another Goda. Couple of Godas. And this Samet gets a little bit tempting. Yeah, I think I'm going to end up cutting Pride of the Road. I just don't have that many ways to start our engines otherwise. We have the Spike Spitter and the Oblivion, but I think the Spike Spitter is better by itself without having max speed, right? Another chance at a glider. 3 gliders? I don't think the assistance is awful in our deck, but... we have quite a few playables we could be opting to go with. Man, I kind of want to cut the Auxiliary. I just don't like the card, but... I guess with 3 Cloudspire Captains, it does get a bit better. This is a totally reasonable push the limit deck. We have 9 total mounts and vehicles, but I don't think we're going to run it. I'm just debating if I want to run 16 or 17 lands here. Our curve is rather low. Okay. Yeah, we'll roll with 16. Again, this looks like a good red-white deck, but we'll see how it plays out, I suppose. Just play first, curve out, don't punt. We did not play first here. Sometimes a turn 2 Ox can just win the game. Other times, well, your opponent plays like a 2-3. Or has any kind of blocks, but the Pedal to the Metal does make it better. Turn 1 Tender. Oh good, we're playing against Black-Green Mill immediately. Incoming Broodwagon cycle. I mean, I can attack as a 4/4 Ox next turn. I think I'm gonna pump up the Captain here and not the Ox. They're gonna want to kill the Ox first anyways, and if they don't have anything, this spreads out my threats. Plus we have Pedal to the Metal still. Fang Guardian. Okay. I guess we're just trading. Yeah, good thing I didn't pump up the Ox. So Pedal to the Metal is going to let us attack through the first big green creature they have, but if they have any additionals, we could have a rough time, you know? Alright, mills a bunch of stuff. Oh, there's the Broodwagon cycle. So I'm anticipating a back for more next turn, and I bricked on drawing another spell, so... not ideal. Yeah, like back on track, the Broodwagon, kill my Spike Spitter is just... ay, ay, ay. Okay, well... that one's actually not the end of the world for us. This is what I'm talking about. The Pedal to the Metal can actually push through the Tarion here. Oh, they're not even blocking. Okay. I'm gonna kill their Tender and not their Wicker. Sure. So are they going to put me on a 2-turn clock, or are they going to sit back with one? Nope, they're going to put me on a 2-turner. Okay. Yeah, I might just be dead here. If they got me, they got me. Can't play around it anyways, so. Oh, the Aether Spark! Nice. Wait, that actually doesn't do anything right now. I guess they have the sack a creature effect? Maybe not. Okay, I mean, we just go for lethal. That's what I'm talking about. Fireball, baby! Oy, oy, oy. Sometimes it's nice. Alright, that might have been our one lucky win versus a green deck. Ooh. I guess the lucky part was that they had to cycle their Broodwagon because they missed on a land drop initially. Like, had they been able to resolve Broodwagon, I could just never win. On the draw, and we just have interaction but no threats. Wow, okay, unlucky. We need to find a mountain here. Remember, we have an even split. Mountain would make this hand okay. Alright, there we go. Like, turn 2 Gilded Goda, turn 3 Captain, saddle it up and attack for 3 is not bad. Oh, or we can draw an Ox. Now we have the Ox into Captain sequence again, where we can attack as a 4/4 next turn, potentially. I guess then I'm still just supposed to pump like this. Alright, I like seeing that. We have a very good curve. And even though we're on the draw, our opponent's not doing anything very quickly. White, black... Oh, they have a nice one, but... Unfortunately for them... Unless they have the Wrath, they are in really bad shape. Because the Wrath takes away Indestructible, so the Ox ability would not be relevant versus the 5-mana Wrath, you know? We can just go for lethal here. No need to collision course, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, I guess we do. Oh, what? I did not mean to pass priority that quickly. Oh, no. I messed up. I had the win and I passed priority. Whoops. I meant to go for it, for the record. I just clicked through the attack phase too quick. Fortunately, it looks like that won't matter. Okay. Rather, I passed through declare blockers too quickly, I should say. Okay. Slight little mistake there, but good news. Did not ultimately affect. 2-0 with the Boros deck, and I think we've been on the draw both games, right? This is living the dream. Every win with the Boros deck is effectively 2 wins with the Boros deck, so... It's like we're 4-0. Duh. Alright, we're on the play here, and we have a very nice 1-2-3 curve. However, if I draw any more lands, we are going to have a problem. Oh my gosh. Insane 1-2-3 curve, but if I just don't draw anything to do next turn, it's kind of all over. Any creature that can crew one of my creatures next turn is insane. But a land might be a loss. Okay, well, you know, I can't complain. It is a land, but it's a land that can crew, so we still get to apply huge pressure here. If we were going to draw the land, that was the one land I wanted to draw. Tap land. Okay, they are very close to just dead. Ooh, so now we want to crew the goat or saddle the Goda so that I can auxiliary next turn. Nice. What a curve out by us. Whew. They even had the Wrath, too. Holy smokies. Started looking pretty bad with the first couple initial draws of land. Actually, the first 3 draws were land, but yeah, the pilot land was huge, and then saddling up the Goda so I could auxiliary the following turn. Beast. On the play. All right. Glider into the Goda again. Do need to find some land this time. Good. Oh, perfect draw. Wow. Our curve outs have been insane. Sure. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Land for Spike Spitter next turn would be huge, though. Okay, there's Cycle of Broodwagon. Hopefully they don't have a way to bring that back. Nice, this is excellent. Go saddle. Saddle, swing for 6 in the air. Level up our speed. Do they have the back on track is the question now. Infinite Mana Pass. Alright, let's saddle or mount up one of our gliders with the captain and then swing out with the rest. They clearly have something. And if they don't, we're still in really good shape. I'm going to pass priority here and see what they do. Siphon Fuel. So they are going to gain 2 life. Okay, and that's game over. We go destroy vehicle. Metal to the metal, hit him for 8. Or 9. Phew! Stupid sexy green decks, not today. This is how you're supposed to Boros, my friends. Oi, oi, oi. Oi, 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 4 and 0. Already jumped about 600 ranks so far. Oh, this needs to find a 2-drop really bad, but I can never mulligan this hand. We have both of our colors. We're on the play. 2-drop here would be huge. That might be the make or break it. The Boros deck is so in need of being able to curve out, you know? Alright, I'm just gonna let them get their treasure. Into Mr. Mangler, sure. It's a great draw. I mean, I don't love that I'm just letting them continuously get basically free treasure, but... Oh, they can swashbuckler here. This is a pirate, so if they attack with their mangler, they're going to be able to, what, draw 3, then discard 2? Okay. This is going to let us continue to apply pressure, though. Discards a mage and a fairy. Was this 3 to saddle? So we want to see if they go for the crew of the Mangler first, and then if they do, we can crash and burn the Mangler. The downside about crashing and burning their buckler right now is that if they... Or now they get to decide if they want to even attack with the Mangler anymore, because they might not anymore, you know? Oh, okay, they did. Sure. Engines have been flooded. Land here for auxiliary would have been huge. Oh, that's not bad. Pretty sure we want to do this now. So the reason I didn't do this beforehand and attack with Disciple is they would just make the snap trade with the diversion unit. And if I draw a land for the auxiliary, we can pop off the unit, you know? I love seeing a cycle to start. Right, Captain down. That's not the end of the world. Yeah, land for auxiliary is huge. Oh, I mean, I want to use my Rocky Roads, but of course we need that 1 extra mana. They can start attacking pretty soon if they just draw like one more thing. They must be splashing for loot in their red-blue deck, right? There are not too many green cards you would splash for. Well, I guess there are a lot of green cards, but the majority of them are going to be like double green, you know? Holy smokes, can't hit. So I think now is the turn to actually do this, right? And just trade for their Goda. Ooh, I am surprised they didn't run out. Oh no, they're gonna push the limit on me, aren't they? Well, actually, we just trade with the glider here instead. Come on, where's my 6th land? Ay, ay, ay. I lose, I guess. Yeah, we just get soloed by the, Yeah, we lose to push the limit, and there's nothing I can do about it. We just needed to hit that 6th land at any point, basically. I could have put him to 1 this turn by piloting and vault on the rocket, but... couldn't kill them here. Brutal. Alright, well, if you got push, I lose. That is not a push the limit. Okay, so a land still wins here. Oh my god. Kind of insane. I might have missed lethal by not attacking with the rocket last turn as well. I guess instead. They're just going to level up their strategist and hit me for 5, but then we go auxiliary, saddle up and win, right? Whew. Close. I might have made a few missteps there. Could have gotten in maybe for 1 or 2 more points of damage, which would have won on an earlier turn, but... I mean, we just needed to find that 6th land for so long. Okay. 5-0 Boros, baby. Okay, currently in white whale territory. 5-0 Boros deck. Be on the draw here. Oh, that's right. We actually, this is the first game we've drawn our frickin' pick one, pack one, isn't it? I don't think we've seen the engineer yet. It's a nice hand. Turn 2 Gilded Goda. Into Captain. A turn to Zahur from our opponent. Okay. Might be one of those games where we just very easily win if we're on the play, you know? I mean, I guess I take the offer of the trade if they want to. Sure. Carrion Cruiser it back. Ooh, or they could hit their Gastal Raider. As long as we don't draw an instant or sorcery next turn, their Raider is not going to be as good. I think I'm going to play the Engineer here. Either it forces them to kill it, or I'm going to get a 4/4 flyer next turn. Right. Are they splashing Vinwixt, I wonder? Well, bad news. Don't feel like we're going to win this game. We just don't have any start. Opponent's still at 21 on turn 4. So even though our opening hand was pretty good, I mean... Like, maybe I'm just not supposed to trade off my Gilded Goda on turn 2? Yeah. Looks and feels like a loss already, huh? Especially since they missed a land drop, so they have a bunch of spells in their hand. Nice value there. Dune Drifter back there's a her. Now we have max speed. Alright, I mean... I'll give it one more draw step, but this game's basically over. Now anytime their creatures are dying, they're also going to be getting 2/2s. Good beats. Not sure about the Vinwick Splash, but everything else looked like a nice black-white deck. Yeah, so what happens if we're on the play there? We go turn 2 Gilded Goda, they go turn 2 Zahur. I go turn 3... I can either play the Captain and swing in for 3, get a treasure, or I could play the Vaulter and attack for 2 in the air, get a treasure. Like, maybe my only way to win that game was to not have traded. This hand really needs to find another creature to crew the Ox. Turn 1, Scurry. Okay, well, big draw step for us next turn. If I don't find something to crew the Ox, we're going to be pretty sad. Or mount, rather. Saddle. Ugh, not good. This is one of my biggest issues with red-white. If you don't draw pretty darn well, your deck is just like a lot worse, you know, than everything else. Like, again, if we draw a creature, oh, man, to saddle, we would have been in good shape. I don't think I can use Pedal to the Metal versus a Pothole Mole. That's so bad there. Any creature to saddle up the Ox and we get to attack for a 3 and we actually maybe have some kind of chance. Like, now we just give our opponent so much time. This is brutal. Oh my god, are you kidding? Well, good beats. I mean, legitimately, if we had just drawn anything to mount or whatever, saddle up, we pretty easily winning given their draw. Would have hit him for like an extra 7+ points of damage already. God. Red, white, Y.
my 6-drop is kind of interesting. Okay, yeah. I mean, 4/4 lifelink gonna ruin us too. Looks like they're just straight up Sultai at this rate. Feels bad, man. I take 6, they gain 4, and I mean, can't really beat that now. Good beats. Ah! Again, therein lies the problem of Boros, and oh my god, we just lost 300 ranks there. Holy crap. I mean, you always keep that hand. Again, you just need to find any way to saddle up the mount, and you're good to go. Sheesh. Sounds okay. Turn 2 Coordinator with Scry 2 into Scouter. Another green-black deck. Probably just keep the creature curve out. It's fine. I think we actually want the captain, but I will draw the cycle. Four mana pass. Decent draw. I don't actually mind if they kill the Scouter here with their compactor. Though that means I don't have any mounts or vehicles for mech cycle to get buffed. Cycling Ketradon. Alright, so they're looking for land. Okay, there's another Stampede, which can get back their doo-doo caca. The Afterburner from the graveyard. Does it come into play tapped? No, it just comes back. Okay. So good pump here, activate here. have a feeling they have like a maximum overdrive in their hand. We don't have a great attack. Like if I pedal to the metal into maximum overdrive, it's just like basically a game over, so we can get the glider online and that'll give us a flying attacker next turn. Especially when they're not doing anything. Yeah, that's fine. That's a good draw. Okay. I'm gonna punch my glider or something? Oh, they have Silken Strength. So they can block the glider now. Although good news here is that we have hit maximum speed, so if they don't have a way to kill my Spike Spitter, then we should be sitting okay. Though that is a 4/4 reach now. Siphon or spin out? Okay. I have a feeling they have the stupid maximum overdrive in their hand, but I guess I can't play around it forever. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, they just had too many cheap tricks. Beating. And they have a second freaking Broodwagon too. I mean... Kinda sucks, man. Green too good. They only have one card in their hand. I guess my way to win this game is to go auxiliary and pass. Because then I can make the dragon a 5/5 when I play the captain next turn. And just hope that they don't have anything, you know? Even it lets me attack with the 2/2 because I can shoot their Omnivore. Okay. Well, we have him dead next turn, potentially. Holy crap. Yeah, their deck looked disgusting. I think I had to get a little bit lucky there to win. I mean... Isn't that the story of Boros? Gotta get lucky to win in this format, I don't know. Okay. What are we, 6-2? We've gained 500 ranks today. Or rather, with this draft. So if we can win right here, that would be a good climb. Let's see if we can pull it off. We had to get very lucky to win that last game. I guess we had to get a little bit unlucky to lose the one previous. This hand needed one of those gliders real bad. This is a good hand, though. Go for the Coordinator and Scry. Do we want the Captain? I guess that's fine. We can double top here as well, since we have Scouter to Scry 2 again if maybe it's not as good after. Keep one of the mountains, we'll bottom the other. And we're gonna get him pretty good here. Eat up their turn for 1 mana is kinda sick. Let's go Captain, Crew, smack in for 8. Let's go, baby. That's a lot of damage. Presumably Outpace Oblivion can kill most things they cast here, or Pedal the Metal should be able to push through it, you know? That's a little bit annoying, but still fine. Yeah, they're very close to dead. Okay. Alright. Do we want to sack end of turn? I don't think so. We probably want to use the Oblivion when we can give ourselves speed. Alright, they are going to chump, so do we want to use the Pedal to the Metal to kill their engineer here? I think we just let everything happen. Ah, the damn doll. Oh, and they have a lifelinker. Well, shoot. I mean, any unblocked creature with Pedal to the Metal would be lethal, so we kind of just hope that they tap out for, like, some random... Like, Gearseeker Serpent here would be perfect, you know? No, 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 no! Oh my... Are you kidding? Again? That's insane, dude. Okay, oh well, I mean... Okay, that was a good replacement. That was good too. What is this, Ward 1? Gotta kill the 4/4 lifelinker there. Sheesh. That's twice now we're gonna lose to Gearhulk in like 3+ color decks. Assuming we lose this game. Double top. Uh-oh. Thoughtcast? What? Are they dead here? No, because they have 2 lifelink. You have to be kidding me. Wow. Insane. Good beats. Okay, yeah, good draw. I mean, what lost it was them stealing my pedal to the metal. Incredible. Oh man, I need to try to force in 1 damage now. Getting max speed here would be huge, but I don't have good attacks. If we had max speed, we might have been okay. So they can turn their flyer into a 3/5. I mean, we have a lot of good draws. We also have a lot of terrible draws. I guess I should have made a 1/1 with the Rocky Roads end of turn. Or on my turn. Yeah, that terror is wrecking us too. Yeah, no doubt I'm drawing well. I'm gonna lose to a double Gear Hulk deck is insane. Like, actual absurd. Oh. Must have punted it somewhere earlier. So they're gonna hit max speed here, which means their column can get active. Well, that's actually pretty decent if... can almost attack with all. Okay, trading for the Terror would be great. I mean, maybe I actually messed up last turn by not killing their links. They can block 4 creatures here. 2, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, you know what? If I'd killed the links last turn, I could actually go for lethal this turn. So I might have messed up. I might have thrown there. The thing is, if they had any artifact, the Terror would have triggered and also put them out of range. Block, 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 2, 4, 6. Yeah, oh man, I might have thrown. I need to rip something here. That ain't it, of course. Alright, GG's. Yeah, I bet you I threw this game somewhere. I mean, it's funny that they had the double gear Hulk or whatever, but I could have certainly pushed in some extra damage at some point, I'm sure. Yeah, they could have gone for lethal there as well. Yeah, I'm sure I punted this off somewhere. As mad as I was, there was definitely somewhere I could have got in for a couple points of damage. And like I said, maybe on that one turn, if I kill the 2/3 lifelink instead of the 3/4, I can swarm them. So, like, I never want to be... In the end of things, I'm sure there are, you know, I could have made better plays. As easy it is to blame the opponent's draw or my draw or whatever, you know, there's always some place to play better, and I'm sure there was a place to play better. So, again, 6-3 with a Boros deck. I can't be unhappy. I think I probably could have gotten 7 wins with better play. But yeah, cool deck. Sucks that we go 6-3 and we only gained like 200 some ranks since we peaked at like 250, right? But then we went back down to 700. Brutal. So the swings are real. As always, friends, thanks for watching. We'll see you back next time. Bye-bye.